Since pleased with his message, Gabriel tosses the brick down. Now if only DJ reads it in time. Gabriel's coded messages on the wall. Gabriel can't take anything from the tomb wall that way. The wall doesn't work that way. The wall doesn't work that way. Gabriel doesn't need to make a copy of his own message. Gabriel's Gabriel pulls out a tracking device, hoping that the Sakay Madelay made it to the ritual and that this thing will work.
All right, there's a blip. They must be here with the second module.
The sign helpfully tells visitors that this is St. John's Bayou. If Gabriel took the sign, how would the tourists find the bayou?
Then again, that might not be such a bad thing.
Bayou St. John seems denser, thicker, darker than Gabriel remembers it. In the twilight of the heavy growth, everything looks the same. Bayou St. This device is called a tracker. Gabriel remembers a time when he and Mose... It operates as follows. The signal device attaches to an object such as a car. The signal device emits a signal that appears on the tracker LED, allowing the object to be tracked. The dirt patch provides parking for visitors to the bayou. Gabriel activates the tracker.
Damn Mosley and his infernal machine. This better be working.
Bayou St. Gabriel feels so turned around. Is this thing working? Gabriel can barely focus on the LED with those drums in his head. He hopes he's reading it correctly. The entrance to the clearing is marked with voodoo skulls. At last.
What are you doing here?
I was just taking a walk and,
No excuses this time, my friend.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Bayou Saint.
You. What are you doing here?
I was just taking a walk and,
No excuses this time, my friend.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
The entrance to the clearing is marked with voodoo skulls. At last. There's no reason to...
when in Rome, here goes nothing.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John, Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
Papa Getty?
You do not know? You are no believer. Now you will die.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
When in Rome, here goes nothing.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John, Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
Dambala.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Who is the destroyer of men?
Buddha, perhaps?
You shall pay for this violation.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
When in Rome, here goes nothing.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
I'm not quite sure.
You are no believer? You must die for violating our sacred circle.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
When in Rome. Here goes nothing.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
Damballa.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Who is the destroyer of men?
Ogun Badagri.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Enjoy yourself well tonight.
Gabriel!
Malia?
I know you now. I can smell his blood in your veins.
No!
You cannot change your destiny. Or ours.
No!
I will find you. I will destroy you.
No!
Where is your necklace now, witch hunter? Where are your pretty, pretty gems? Gabriel! Gabriel, wake up!
Ow, my head.
Oh, it's about time. I've been trying to wake you up for hours. There's no time to lose.
I had another dream.
It wasn't a dream, believe me. Now come on, get dressed.
Wait a minute. I'm starting to remember something about Malia.
She's the head priestess of the Voodoo Cartel. They're responsible for the murders. They've been doing it for years.
Malia? Last night. She was the leopard. Like in my dreams, Grace.
I know, those dreams were a warning. Now come on, get dressed.
But last night, Malia changed. She became something else. And then I blacked out, I think. How did I get home?
I followed you last night. I knew you were gonna try to sneak into a ceremony. Lucky for you that I did. If you'd been left at that circle last night, I don't know what she would have done to you.
You're wrong. Malia wouldn't hurt me.
What about Tetelo?
Tetelo. They were chanting that last night. That's the name from Gunther's journal, the woman who took the talisman.
Yes, Gabriel, it's your destiny you're facing. You can't just blunder your way through this or you'll end up dead. You have to call your great-uncle in Germany. He knows more about this than we do.
Okay, I'll call him. But Malia isn't responsible for those things, Grace. It's that spirit, that Loa. It's Tetelo.
Yeah, possession is convenient that way. Call Wolfgang, Gabriel. I'll be in the shop.
Handsome, isn't
Night. You've already... Don't get personal. Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international? I'll pass.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
This is Gabriel Knight. Can I speak to Wolfgang, please?
Ja, Herr Knight. Einen Moment bitte.
Gabriel, it's so good to hear your voice. I had such a dream last night.
There's a good reason for that, Uncle Wolfgang. We need to talk.
Gabriel fills in Wolfgang on the events of the previous evening.
It's even worse than I thought.
We have to talk about what I should do. What can you tell me about voodoo?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have read about some particularly evil voodoo cults. But you, at this point, have more direct experience than I.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
It sounds as though you have learned much during your investigation in New Orleans. Perhaps you will fill me in when we have a chance to sit down and talk.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I only know what you have told me. They seem to be very similar to the killings in Gunther's journal.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It was just another American city to me until I started dreaming about you. Now I feel it's not safe for you there. I wish you would leave.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I have not studied the subject. I have an intense dislike for them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm afraid I've never heard of it.
Do you know what Cabri Sanko means?
No? What does it mean?
It means goat without horns. It's a term used for human sacrifice in voodoo.
Well, let's hope we can avoid any more of that in this family.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
No, I'm afraid not.
I've heard rumors of a secret hound fall here in New Orleans.
Yeah, I am sure they have a temple there. Would probably a very elaborate one. You should not go near it, though. Not alone.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Yeah, Tetanus people wear animal masks for their rituals, don't they? It is not at all uncommon. Many occult groups are based heavily on animal totems. Animals have such pure, primal traits. Spirituality, good or bad, is about reaching these pure levels. Aggressive and cunning like the snake. Agile and nurturing like the monkey. Even our family is associated with the image of a lion.
Do you know anything about veves?
It is a visual symbol of one or more Loa. Each Loa has its own sign, which is used to summon it.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Damballa is a snake. He is a Loa, a voodoo god.
Yes, he's one of the primary Loa of the Getty tribe.
Ah, I see. Good work. That information might prove useful.
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
It is a voodoo Loa, is it not?
Yes, a particularly nasty one, so I understand. Have you come across anything about it in your research?
He seems to be feared by most voodoo groups. That's all I know.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have read about some particularly evil voodoo cults. But you, at this point, have more direct experience than I.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
Rada drums? You mean ceremonial drums?
Yes, the Getty tribe uses drummers around the quarter as relay messengers to keep track of their business.
Ah, so drums have a ceremonial use too. It would be useful to know their code, Gabriel.
I had Grace find some information on them.
I can see you already have the mind of an investigator. I hope it serves you well.
Tell me about yourself.
I hope there will be time for that later, Gabriel, after this is all over. For now, we must deal with the matter at hand.
What can you tell me about Schottenjägers?
Of course, I sometimes forget how little you know of the family, Gabriel. I never understood how Heinz could allow his sons to remain ignorant. But now is not the time for that discussion. Schottenjäger is really two words in English, Gabriel. Schotten means shadow, and Jäger means hunter.
Shadow hunter?
Yes, shadow hunter. We Ritters have been Schottenjägers for many centuries. No one is sure when it began or how, but we have records of ancestors as early as the 13th century fulfilling this role. Some believe that the role was given us when... but such fantasies cannot be of use to you at the moment, Gabriel. Most people are completely blind to the fact that evil does exist. Shadows of darkness, spirits, vampires, witches, demons, these things are real. It is to their advantage that the world has become so scientific, so cynical. But we know they exist, Gabriel, and we hunt them.
How do we hunt them? And why?
Why? Because Because it is our duty. As for how, that is something you will have to learn. But it's not easily explained over the phone.
Tell me about Tetelo.
Well, from your description of the ritual last night, I'd say that Gunther's mistress, Tetelo, is now the primary Loa for the Getty tribe. It seems she still controls them by possessing her female descendants and speaking through them. You remember in Gunther's journal he said that Tetelo was possessed by her father's Loa during the killings in Charleston. This sounds similar, but Tetelo has obviously become a much more powerful Loa than her father ever was. Probably because of the added power of the talisman.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Tetelo?
I believe she truly loved Gunther. After all, she was raised to be her father's daughter. The religion was not a choice she made, but a duty she endured. How can she be blamed for that? The spirit that she has become, that is a different matter. It is utterly evil. I am certain that the Loa Tetelo bears little resemblance to the woman she was before the burning in Charleston. She was once a beautiful and intelligent woman, and she probably did not deserve Gunther's betrayal. But the Tetelo we fight now is more akin to her tribe's dark gods than to anything human in nature.
Let's talk about the talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dreams. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schottenjäger itself. The talisman has genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. The Schottenjäger swore to use the power for good, never for evil, for defense, not offense. We've been searching for the talisman for years. It's a terrible thing to know that something powerful that was entrusted to us is in the wrong hands. With the talisman, Tetelo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the talisman. Then we will at least be on more equal footing.
How can we regain the talisman?
The talisman is probably buried with Tetelo's remains. That's what gives her Loa so much power. To find the talisman, we must find her remains.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the talisman?
The most important thing about the talisman is that it be once again in the hands of the Schottenjägers.
How would we find Tetelo's remains?
We have pondered that question a long time, we Ritters. There are two probabilities. The first is that the remains are with the tribe in New Orleans. The other is that the remains were returned to a sacred place near the tribe's original homeland. We've tried to locate Tetelo's African homeland, but Gunther says so little in his journal about her tribe, and slaving records are practically non-existent. As for the other idea, we had no clue that Tetelo's people were in New Orleans until now.
How would we find Tetelo's remains again?
We must locate the tribe's original African homeland. Her remains might be there, or they might be in New Orleans, buried among her descendants.
Let's discuss the possible African homeland.
All right. Have you learned anything that might help us locate it?
I spoke with Professor Hartridge. Unfortunately for him, he thinks the tribe's name was Agri, and that they live near the Fawn tribe in what's now called the People's Republic of Benin.
This is incredible, Gabriel. I must go research this new information in my library right now.
Wait, what should I do?
Stay low. If you get a chance, you might look into the possibility that Tetelo's remains are somewhere in New Orleans. But don't try to broach their private areas without my assistance, Gabriel. You will make a fine Schottenjäger, but only if you are not dead.
Sure. I'll wait.
Goodbye then, Gabriel. And remember, if you need a place of safety, come to Schloss Ritter.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
What do you want to know?
Nothing, I guess. Never mind. Grace, about last night.
I've already said everything I have to say about that.
Are you okay?
I'd be peachy if you'd give up all this voodoo crap, Gabriel.
I'm sorry I got you involved in this, Grace.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself out of this mess.
Got any ideas, Grace?
Yeah, get out of town.
You're so helpful. Could you...
Sure.
Okay.
That doesn't seem to work that way.
Like I haven't.
Gabriel can't see. It would be useless to turn. Grace would probably start screaming if Gabriel met.
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Today's newspaper is on the counter. Times dated June 24th, 1993. There's nothing about the voodoo murder case in the paper today. Gabriel finds a humorous tidbit under the Life is Stranger Than Fiction column. Apparently, there were reports of ghosts in the Bayou St. John last night. Various people called the newspaper with stories about hearing strange noises and seeing weird lights over the swamp. Some folks claim it's a ghost of Marie Laveau. The paper relates it to similar delusions that crop up every Halloween. Gabriel knows better. Gabriel's horoscope today reads, "Wise is the warrior who knows when to fight and when to get the hell out of Dodge."
God help me, I'm actually starting to listen to this guy. Got a minute, Greg?
What's up?
Posted on the door of the museum is a sign saying, "Closed until further notice." Posted on the door.
Hi. Anything new?
These is black days. Something in the air, you know? Black days.
Anything new?
These is black days. Something in the air, you know? Black days.
Nice weather we're having.
Don't bother me. Can't you see I'm busy? St. John Eve coming. I got to be ready.
Miss Geddy is busy, officer, and has instructed me to wish you good luck. That is all.
If you just tell her...
Goodbye, sir.
Nothing else looks related to my case.
This is a crime scene. Gabriel wants to disturb it as little as possible.
Nothing else looks related to my case.
The shelves behind. Gabriel's seen enough old...
Nothing else...
There's nothing of interest in the wastebasket.
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran. Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back in there.
There's no answer. Perhaps Casino got even more paranoid than usual and decided to get out of town.
Hello there. Got a sec?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors. The plate is up. Beneath the plate is a button. Gabriel hears the faint sound of breaking glass.
Damn, you'd think there'd be a light.
It's a lit button. Handsome, isn't he? The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Celeste Getty. Gabriel can't take the drawers. The drawer's interior contains mostly dust and bones. There's nothing Gabriel would care to touch in that part of the drawer. The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Zelia Getty. Gabriel can't take... The drawer's interior... There's nothing... The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Rosamund Getty. Gabriel can't... The drawers in... There's no... The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Cecily Getty. Gabriel can't... The drawers in... There's not... The plaque on the drawer has an etching of the Veve on it, but no name. Gabriel can't... The drawer is locked. The drawer is locked. The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Casilla Getty. Gabriel can't... The drawers... There's no... The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Helena Getty. Gabriel can't... The drawer... There's no... The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Ariane Getty. The drawers... There's nothing Gabriel... The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Jacqueline Getty. Gabriel can't take the... The drawer's interior contains mostly dust and... There's nothing... Crypt drawers line the back wall. Gabriel doesn't see anything there he wants to take home. Crypt drawers line the back wall. Gabriel has a feeling it wouldn't be wise to screw around unduly in this tomb. There's broken glass on the floor. Someone's broken the light in here. No wonder it's so dark. Gabriel doesn't need any broken glass. Gabriel has a feeling it wouldn't be wise to screw around unduly in this tomb. This wall is covered with decorated skulls, an ossuary shrine to some of the Getty ancestors.
Ugh, I hope no one ever builds me a shrine like that.
Gabriel doesn't see anything there he wants to take home.
I think I know what happened to the men in the family now. Huh. Some of these look loose. Hey, one of the drawers popped open.
The plaque on the drawer has an etching of the Veve on it, but no name. Gabriel can't take the drawers.
Mosley. Shit, I dropped my flashlight. Huh? Ouch. Oh, my head. What the hell was that?
This wall is covered with decorated skulls.
Ugh.
Gabriel doesn't see. Gabriel does not wish to disturb the ossuary ever again.
Mosley's body is gone.
There's a wallet in the drawer. It must have fallen from Mosley's jacket when the body was moved. It's a man's wallet. Gabriel opens the wallet and finds some ID belonging to Mosley and an American's repressed card. It's a man's wallet. It's a man's... It's a man's wallet. It's a man's wallet. Mosley's Americans Repress card. Credit. What a concept.
Ben, I was worried about you.
For good reason, apparently.
What happened? Do you need a doctor?
Nothing you want to know about, and no, just some aspirin.
Gabriel, this is nuts. You have to get out of New Orleans.
No kidding.
Well, listen, Wolfgang called while you were out. He said, and I quote, "Tell Gabriel that I found what I was looking for. It's time for me to do my duty. Schloss Ritter is his now. Now call me crazy, but I don't think that's good news."
Not for Uncle Wolfie, no.
What are you gonna do?
If I figure it out, I'll let you know. Does this mean anything to you?
How did you get Mosley's credit card? Never mind. I don't even want to know. Tell it to the judge.
That doesn't work that way. That doesn't work.
Does this mean anything to you?
Sure, I'm the one that gave it to you, remember?
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international? Didn't Grace say...
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
Let me speak to Uncle Wolfgang, please.
Ah, Herr Knight. He cannot come to speak here.
What do you mean?
I cannot get him. Sorry. Goodbye.
But...
haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
Let me speak to Uncle Wolfgang, please.
Ah, Herr Knight. He cannot come to speak here.
What do you mean?
I cannot get him. Sorry. Goodbye.
But...
Hello, See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
What are your specials?
Well, our least expensive trip is 4 days, 3 nights in St. Croix for $1,250. Of course, we have much nicer packages available.
Well, that's certainly special. How much for a trip to the Caribbean?
Well, our least expensive trip is 4 days, 3 nights in St. Croix for $1,250. Of course, we have much nicer packages available.
I'm sure your packages are astonishing, but that's out of my league.
Is there something else I can help you with?
I always wanted to visit Anderson, Indiana.
I'm so sorry, but you can't get there from here.
Can you just get me out of here, please?
I'd be happy to send you anywhere, sir, but I need a destination.
How much for a trip to Rittersberg, Germany?
Rittersberg, Germany. Hold on, let me look that up. I can fly you into Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersberg. You can rent a car from there or take the train. Let's see, the best price I can see for the flight is $1,400. What would you like to do?
Charge it to my Americans repressed.
Yes, sir. And your name was?
Mosley.
Feeling a little guilty, Gabriel gives the travel agent Mosley's card number and is informed that he can pick up his tickets at the Nolens International Airport.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Guess what? I'm going to Germany.
Really? That's great. But how on earth can you afford...
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Oh my god. I wouldn't like the sound of that even if you were a man.
I'll miss you too, Grace. I'm really going, Grace.
I really hope you'll be safe, Gabriel.
Got any ideas, Grace?
Yeah, get out of town.
You're so helpful. Do you have messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Does this mean anything to you?
How did you get Mosley...
Gunter Ritter's Gabriel can't... Gabriel picks up his tickets at the airport and boards a plane for Munich.
Wolfgang?
Hello, my name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Herr Knight! Oh, kommen Kommen Sie bitte herein. I mean, come in, please, Herr Knight. I was not expecting you. Has Wolfgang sent you here?
Uncle Wolfgang? No, I came to see him. Isn't he here?
No, he is gone. I'm sorry. You came all this way.
No, great. That's all I need.
Herr Knight, Wolfgang told me all about you and gave me instructions for you to feel welcome here. Please, this is your home. You are a Ritter, no? I'm just doing some work. I will continue and you may make yourself comfortable. If there's anything you need, please ask me. You may use Wolfgang's bedroom. It is at the top of the stairs.
Thank you, miss.
You may call me Gerda, Herr Knight.
The great hollow Schloss Ritter towers around Gabriel. He can imagine the heating bills. Gabriel considers checking the echo in this place, but he doesn't want to offend Gerda. The main entry doors are massive. They look strong enough to withstand anything. Gabriel has no time to explore Rittersberg. He's got pressing business inside the castle. The Great Hall. There's a dragon's head on the wall. High up in the wall is a small window. It's a lion's head, carved in stone. A few ancient weapons adorn the hall.
This Shadowhunter stuff is serious.
A large, handcrafted dagger hangs on the wall. It looks quite old, but it's been polished to a high shine. The Ritter dagger is solid, weighty, and highly polished. A few ancient weapons adorn the hall. That weapon might be a bit much to carry around. That weapon... A few tapestries hang on the wall. Gabriel isn't sure if they mean something or if they're just good insulation. Gerda's desk looks old and well used, but well cared for. Her chair is more modern. Gabriel is sure he'll end up getting some of those for a meal sooner or later. Gerda wouldn't appreciate Gabriel messing with her lunch. It's a shaker of salt. At the moment, Gabriel can't think of a need for the salt. Gabriel can't do much with the salt while it's on the desk. Gerda is fresh-faced and quite attractive.
Do you want this dagger back?
No, it belongs to your family.
Do you know anything about this?
No. So sorry, Herr Knight.
The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the reoccurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of a quill tip, bold strokes and underlining.
Do you know anything about this?
It looks like a letter to Wolfgang's brother from his father. It was written some time ago, Herr Knight.
Do you know anything about this?
It looks like an old photograph of your grandfather Heinz, Wolfgang, and their father.
There's no reason. Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, God be with...
Do you know anything about this?
It is a letter Wolfgang wrote to you. I wish you would write one to me.
Do you know anything about this?
It's Günther Ritter's journal. Wolfgang told me he sent it to you.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Wolfgang is the only one who would know about that.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
As Wolfgang may have told you, Schattenjäger means shadow hunter. The Ritter family have always been Schattenjäger. It is a kind of priesthood, though not as restrictive as most.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
Each Schattenjäger passes on his knowledge to a younger man in the Ritter line when the time is right.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
I am sure Wolfgang meant for you to take his place someday as Schattenjäger.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
I can tell you what they say in the village, what I heard when I was small. To the villagers, the Ritters are a little, how do you say, tragic, to be pitied. They say that the Ritters were chosen by God to fight evil. But something happened. One of them was cursed, and so the Ritters lost the way. They struggle still, but like a lame dog, you see, without the power or magic they once had.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
There are legends of how powerful the family once was, of some of their mighty deeds, of the richness of the castle and, in turn, Rittersberg itself. But at the end of the 17th century, that all changed. Since then, the Ritters and Rittersberg have been in decline.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter has stood for many centuries. No one knows how long. It was once the pride of Bavaria, but now it is in disrepair. Wolfgang received offers to open the castle for tourists. He has resisted, though, even though the castle is in desperate need of repairs. To him, this ground is sacred.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
The castle has many, many rooms and passages, Herr Knight. Most have been closed off and are decaying in the dark and damp. Only a few rooms have been kept up due to the cost.
Didn't Wolfgang mention a library?
There's a library, but I've never been in it. There are places in the castle where only the master is allowed to go.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter is the center from which the Schattenjäger have always gone out to battle the forces of evil.
So, what do you do when you're not puttering around the castle?
Every day, I go to Rittersberg to do the daily shopping and visit my friends.
Have you worked here long?
For the past 4 years.
What's it like in Rittersberg?
It is very peaceful and quiet. I'm sure you will find it like a vacation, yeah?
Somehow I doubt this is going to be a vacation. This place is so quiet. Doesn't that bother you at all?
I love it here in Schloss Ritter. Even the silence feels like home to me.
Tell me something about yourself.
I was born in Rittersberg, the village below the castle.
Tell me something about yourself.
I'm not well traveled, but Wolfgang has been kind and has tutored me in many subjects. It was from him I learned to speak English. He must have sensed you were coming, Herr Knight, and that you would have need of me.
Tell me something about yourself.
I'm very devoted to my position here with Wolfgang.
Tell me something about yourself.
I love Rittersberg. No place on earth could be as beautiful.
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left this castle for 5 years, and now this?
Do you know when he'll be back?
I only pray he will be back. Before he left, he said Schloss Ritter now belongs to Gabriel. It worried me so to hear him say that. I'm afraid Wolfgang knew he would never return.
What's Wolfgang like?
Wolfgang is a truly wise and good man, the best I have ever known. But his life has been so full of disappointments.
What kind of disappointments?
His only son died in infancy, so there was no one to carry on the family line. And the family's financial troubles have been hard on him. Wolfgang wanted to do so much for the world, but it was all he could do to just hold on to Schloss Ritter. He has not left his mark as he wished to.
What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of your business.
You're right, Goethe. I apologize. Forget I asked. Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his entire life to the role of Schattenjäger.
Just tell me anything.
He's not had a very happy life, but I've done my best to provide him with a little comfort.
Just tell me anything.
He thought he was the last of the Ritter line until he found out about you.
Just tell me anything.
He knows the history of the Ritter family from many centuries past.
Just tell me anything.
He is a good man, a strong man. I am fond of him.
Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching.
Ah, yeah, a good idea, Herr Knight. But I'm afraid I cannot show you the library. You see, I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
I see. Oh, nothing. Never mind.
As you like, Herr Knight.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
A magnificent stained glass window depicts the legendary battle between St. George and the dragon. A magnificent stained glass window depicts the legendary...
I named my shop after you. You've always fascinated me. I just never knew why until now.
A plain wooden altar occupies the center of the chapel. A cushion kneeler at the bottom indicates that the altar is a place of prayer. Gabriel doesn't have a reason to kneel at the altar right now. Perhaps it's an illusion caused by the colored light from the window, but this chapel gives Gabriel a sense of something truly mystical. Candelabra flank the altar. Perhaps it's an illusion. There are pews on both sides of the center aisle. The pews look uncomfortable. Gabriel would rather not sit there. Tree panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be. Tree panels hang. Tree panel.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings. They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritterline must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding. A ceremony of intent and oath.
Ooh, ugh.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now. Is there anything else you can tell me about that initiation ceremony?
I really don't know any more about it, Herr Knight.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Yeah, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No.
Thanks.
The shaker of salt is nearly full. Gabriel doesn't want to open the shaker until he's ready to use the salt.
Do you want this salt back?
No, you may keep it.
Gerda has no use for the credit card at the moment. A Gothic-style window looks out over an incredible view. Outside the window, there's a nice thick ledge where some rainwater has gathered into a puddle.
Putting water in my pockets is really going to give people the wrong impression about me.
Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the water. There's a window seat on either side of the window. Gabriel isn't interested in sitting at the moment. A Gothic-style window looks out over an incredible view. It's an old-fashioned canopy with heavy bed curtains. A fire blazes steadily in the stone fireplace.
No thanks.
The fire's already blazing, and Gabriel doesn't want to put it out. It's the biggest bed Gabriel has ever seen. The bed is much too large to tote around, unfortunately.
I'm tired, but it's daylight here. I can't sleep when it's light outside.
Gabriel is... Near the bed is an elaborate wooden door. The door has a very large, very oddly shaped keyhole. It's locked. The only way to open that door is with the right key. The portal says, "Nor der Rheinst darf passieren. Diesen Herz ist rein wie Glas. Diesen Seele rein wie Feuer. Schreitet heuer durchs Portal." The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming. It's a chamber pot.
Take me back to the 20th century, please. I don't have to right now. Even if I had to, I wouldn't.
Gabriel takes the chamber pot. There's a small pair of grooming scissors on the cabinet. Gabriel takes the scissors.
Man, I gotta get more sleep. You handsome devil, you.
The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming. A large display case hangs on the wall. It contains a scroll.
This scroll looks interesting.
The scroll from the display case is very old. The hair clipping scissors are spotless. It looks like Wolfgang uses his scissors as infrequently as Gabriel uses his own. The chamber pot is old, but clean.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow To set my feet upon thy road, thy sword I take up for mine own.
It's locked. The only way to open that door is with the right key. Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There. That's plenty. I'm not picking up those scissors again. I've cut my hair enough.
There's a small pair of grooming scissors on the cabinet.
Great. Now I have a bare patch. You handsome devil, you.